Hello, we are here for a quick review about how to solve equations. First, we're going to review some basic two-step equations. So the first problem we have is 2x plus 15 equals 31. So when I approach this problem, I like to draw a line where my equal sign is, and our goal is to get x by itself. So first, I will have to get rid of the 15. The opposite of plus 15 is minus 15. This will cancel, the 2x will come down, and 31 minus 15 is 16. Now to get x by itself, I will need to divide by 2. So x will equal 8. For our next example problem, same idea. I'm going to get x by itself. So first, I'm going to have to add 4 to both sides. That will cancel, and the 7x will come down. 38 plus 4 is 42. Then to get x by itself, I will need to divide by 7. 42 divided by 7 is 6. So x equals 6. For our next examples, the first thing I want you to do is just look at these two problems and notice the similarities. They both have a 4x. They both have a 15. They both have a 3x. And they both have a 50. But what is different about these problems is where the equal sign is located. On the first problem, the equal sign is located right before the 50. But on this problem, the equal sign is right in the middle. The reason why this is important is because in the first situation, the two x's end up being on the same side of the problem. They're both in front of the equal sign. But on the second problem, the x's, there's one x in front of the line and one x behind the line. So we need to handle these problems differently. Even though they have the exact same numbers, they are different problems because the equal signs are in different spots. So when the x's are on the same side of the problem, what we do is we combine. So 4x plus 3x makes 7x. The plus 15 comes down, and the 50 comes down. And then we solve as normal. So I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. 50 minus 15 is 35. And then I will divide by 7. So for this problem, x equals 5. In our other problem, where the x's are on different sides, there's one x in front of the line and one x behind the line, what we do is find the smaller x and subtract it. So 4x and 3x, the smaller one would be 3. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. 4x minus 3x would make it 1x. Over here, 3x minus 3x, this is going to cancel, and the 50 will come down. And now we can solve as normal. So subtract 15 from both sides. 1x equals 35. And here, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and divide by 1, which would make x equals 35. Okay, or remember that a 1x is the same as an x, so you could have just stopped the problem right there. I have one more example for us, and that's to help us review the distributive property. So in this problem, I have some parentheses, which is what signals me to do the distributive property. So all I need to do is take this 5 and multiply it by 3 and multiply it by negative 7. So 5 times 3 would make 15x. 5 times negative 7 makes negative 35. And the negative 170 comes down. And now I can solve. So I can add 35 to both sides. which I need to use my calculator. And I get negative 135. And then to get x by itself, I'm going to divide by 15. So x equals negative 9.